Let's be honest, there's no guidebook when it comes to relationships. So we end up having to stumble through life trying to figure things out for ourselves. What if there was a podcast that found the answers for you, that provided insight to build a successful relationship and ultimately find the companionship you've always hoped for? Welcome to the Girls Ask Guys show, where we answer the questions most people are afraid to ask when it comes to lessons in life and love. It's time to master this thing called life together with your hosts, John and Ashley.
And welcome back to the Girls Ask Guys show, 10-Minute Tuesday. Or actually, I want to change this one up and call it just a Quick Tip Tuesday, because that's actually what we have. We have a quick tip. And this is a rather interesting question, one that we haven't been asked very often.
One we should never be asked, by the way.
Yeah, actually, it should never be asked.
It's very simple, guys.
What do you think about people who tattoo their partner's name on themselves? Okay, does this really need a whole lot of explanation?
I was going to say, I have like a 2-second Tuesday on this one. You're an idiot. But there's also the flip side of people who are together forever. I think if you've been together for 75 years and you guys are kind of old and decrepit and ready to go out in style. Get a Harley.
Get that virgin skin tattoo.
Yeah, get that nice little saggy underarm thing. Go ahead and jiggle your names on there. I think that's the appropriate time.
Yeah, but if you're like young and in love and all this other stuff, you have the high emotion running and all that. I want to just say no. And now my sister's going to kill me for this, but when she was young and in love and had the emotions running high, she went out and had her ex's name tattooed on her. And it's tattooed on her chest, right above her heart, and I'm going to change the names, protect the innocent here. And no, sis, I'm not giving out your name. But she has, let's say, Tyler tattooed above her heart. The only problem is that her and Tyler didn't make it, and she wound up marrying Michael.
Well,
now, if you're a tattoo artist, you're probably saying, I can cover that. Go right ahead.
But you still know it's there. I mean, it's just a matter of principle.
And so does your partner.
If someone is saying, hey, can we get our... You see, I'm a fan of matching tattoos. I don't see any... If you are committed to somebody and you guys want to get both, like, 2 Loraxes on your freaking palms of your hands, you know what? I enjoy matching tattoos because at least it's a symbol and it's not just blatantly that person's name. Can you imagine the amount of control someone has to have over you to tattoo permanently, even though it can be covered up, their name on your body? Like, I own you. That's what when I see tattoos like that, I feel like it's ownership. I don't like to be owned.
Yeah. And luckily, it wasn't like a full face. I mean, it wasn't like portrait art. You don't have their face tattooed on. I mean, oh my gosh. I mean, if I had to walk into a room and see the woman or the person that I'm in love with, and I'm constantly reminded of an ex like that, that would drive me nuts. I mean, I constantly feel like I'm being compared.
Right. Like, what do you mean? So you'll get this guy's tattoo on your body and not mine? I've been so great to you for 20 years. And that's how my brain is, because I have a bit of a jealous streak in me. And so I can't imagine it either. I would never but I also would never put someone's name on me. Now, I do think you can get your kid's name tattooed on you. Like, I think that's not weird because you love your kids, you know, and they're always going to be your kids. But if they're your, like, spouse, they might leave you.
Or your ex or anything else. I mean, do what you want. But my biggest word of caution and advice is don't do it. Now, if you want to get like the day you met, an anniversary date or something like that, can kind of be explained away. Yes, I'm actually saying lie. I don't believe I'm doing that, but it can be explained away.
I would lie on that one. No. I guess I wouldn't probably. I'm retardedly honest. So, or you can't say that word. I'm ridiculously honest. So yeah, I probably wouldn't lie.
But they ask you, what does that date mean? I've had problems with like pet names and nicknames where I had a girl that I was going out with and she wanted so bad for me to call her a specific name. And to me, it just didn't fit. Well, she actually wrote a note or a letter to me and signed it with that nickname. And this is like, I have a bad habit of keeping stuff like that. Well, the girl that I eventually started going out with found it. And me not thinking, where did I hear this from, started calling her that pet name. She found that, and oh my gosh.
Oh my goodness. Nope. She set your car on fire.
It's like,
yeah, no.
Yeah, don't recycle pet names. Oh my gosh. Right. I wasn't recycling pet names. It was just the name that I thought fit her, and I wasn't thinking where I actually heard that from. Caused so many problems. And I haven't used pet names since then.
Yeah, no, see, and guys, here's the thing. I'm tattooed. I have a half sleeve of tattoos. I am not against tattooing. I think tattooing is art. Art is beautiful. Beauty is in the eye of the beholder. But I think tattooing someone's name on you is stupid. And that's because nobody owns you. You're your own person. Matching tattoos represent a symbol of love. Someone's name represents ownership over you. It's kind of like, I see a tattoo on your name like a cattle brand, so I'm just not a fan of it.
I have thought about getting tattoos. I've actually gone to tattoo parlors. I've actually toured tattoo shops. I've looked at all the tattoos. I'm like, oh, that looks nice. But then I'm like, what would it look like when I'm like 80? She's going to have saggy tits. No.
Like, yeah, I'm going to get a mermaid, right? And Ariel turns into fucking Ursula in 20 years.
Yeah.
That's not true, by the way. Tattoo ink has greatly improved itself. Also, if you're a tattoo
No, I'm talking about the skin actually starting to sag. All the wrinkles and stuff. Yeah.
That's why you got to keep it tight, John. You got to keep it tight. Do some push-ups.
I would, but my shoulder doesn't support a push-up anymore.
Sure, you can't do. Well, you better learn how to do them one arm. No excuse.
Yeah, but then I'm like walking constantly in a left-hand circle.
But guys, as you can see, we have lost our minds in this 10-minute Tuesday or Tip Tuesday. So I think we're gonna wrap it up. Maybe are we good?
Yeah, I think we're good. My advice is don't get somebody's name tattooed on you because you never know how it's going to work out. I don't care if you've been married for 20 years. The 27th year, it could all break.
Yep.
So I'm just saying, kind of think about, even though you don't see it right now, think about the future. If it's not going to work, it's best not to have their name on you or their picture. Seen that. But my advice is don't do it.
Don't do it. Don't put anyone's name on you when you end up marrying someone else. Get it covered up. Don't do it at all. Don't forget, like, rate, share,
Cover-ups
subscribe.
are expensive.
Yeah, they are. They're a pain in the ass.
I know tattoo artists. Personally, and cover-ups can be hugely expensive.
Yeah. Cool. Don't do it. That's our advice. If you haven't gotten it from now, do not do it. Don't forget, like, rate, share, subscribe, follow, lead, sign up for the course, of course.
Yeah, because we do have our course out there, and it can literally change your life.
Changed ours.
And it's beginning to end. So go from knowing nobody and having high anxiety from just talking to somebody to actually knowing how to talk to them, knowing how to present yourself in a reasonable light, and developing a full-on relationship that could potentially last for life. Go check it out. You won't be sorry.
Yep.
And with that, we will talk to you on the next one.
Bye.
That's all for this episode of the Girls Ask Guys show, where all of us learn to master this thing called life together. For more answers to your questions on life and love, be sure to subscribe to the show so you don't miss a single episode. And head to girlsaskguyshow.com to submit your questions for a future episode or apply to be a guest on the show. Good luck out there, and we'll catch you next time, right here on the Girls Ask Guys show.